All right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Son. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you, Akim, out there that's laboring in the truth and sincerity. And this is a quick lesson, and you're gonna see the title is gonna be something along the lines of don't be concerned or caught up into rank, because you got, and the spirit hit me. The spirit been on me to go into this for a minute, which, I mean, of course, brothers know things, but you got to remind brothers, because you got a lot of brothers that, whether they in GMS or not, that don't understand really what this truth is about. They don't understand the humility that is involved, man. That's the part of, getting rid of the old man, getting, that old nigga you were or whatever in the world. It's a thing of humility. The scriptures say before honor come humility, and there's no other way around it. I don't care what you think or how much you think you on fire or diligent. If you ain't humbling yourself, if you coming into this truth, basically you're just like a novice, man. Like the scriptures say, lifted up with pride. You see? So we got all the examples. We got the apostles and elders show you examples, like amongst us. We know that there's a order. All right, it's a ranking system. The scriptures say, "Let everything be done decently in order." All right, the Spirit had Moses' father-in-law have him set up, order. So there's nothing wrong with a structure, so to speak. But we don't sit there amongst all of us, be like, "Look, brother, I'm over you. I'm over you. I'm over you." We just flow together as a unit. You understand? Through the Spirit, because at the end of the day, ain't none of us over the scriptures, man. We're not over Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Ain't none of us over correction. Nah, brother, you ain't got enough rank to be checking me, man. What the fuck nah, that ain't what it is, man. But a lot of you brothers in the spirit, I see it, and then I hear certain other cases, a lot of guys are having issues, over rank. Some guys are trying to buck for power. They want to try to show that and it ain't about that, man. A lot of you brothers gotta relax, man, through the spirit. So anyway, got a couple of scriptures, man. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3. In verse, I'll start at 17. It says, "My son, go on with thy business in meekness. So shall thou be beloved of him that is approved." Yeah, approved of the Most High. So when it says go on with your business with meekness, that means just that, man. You gotta be humble. It's a saying. I remember years ago, the Chicago brothers, I heard them say it, DTM, doing too much. All right, and a lot of times you have brothers that, again, there's mercy and grace to a degree, because some brothers are brand new, not knowing the right way, and then you see all these other different Israelite guys out there. Some guys make you seem like it's all about shooting to the top. Nah, it's not about that, though. It's not shooting for the top to be the top ranking Israelite on the planet, who's got it's not about that, man. All right, it says go on with your business in meekness. All right, man, you want to keep, especially when you're new coming in, you don't want to be the loudest person in the room, man, especially if you're amongst other elders that's over you, other camp leaders, and especially if you're amongst the apostles. The scriptures tell you that, how to conduct yourself, man, to use less words. All right, speak when you're spoken to, so to speak. And it's just a thing of humility, man, in the sight, because this ain't no nigga gathering that we got, or no wicked ass or no mob association and nothing like that. No, it's what? It's the council, and it's the work of the Lord. So out of having respect for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you are supposed to reverence and give the men of the Lord that's been laboring. You're supposed to give them, the scriptures say, double honor. You're supposed to give them some type of respect, some type of reverence. So don't sit there and try to make yourself equal with the apostles or elders, brothers that have been serving for 30 plus years, 20 plus years, and you just coming in 2 years or 3 years. You shouldn't even be worrying about what's your rank in the camp. Tell you my second in command, my third in command, my fourth. Man, you brothers got to get out of that spirit, man. Those of you who it applies to. All right. Now I'm gonna go, and I got some more scriptures that's gonna go into it and break it down, man. It's not about being in this truth. It's not about being, I got men under me. You probably go back, tell your girl or something, yeah, man, them dudes is under me, man. Man, you a clown, you doing shit like that, man. You a cornball clown, man. All right? This ain't trying to come and become somebody. No, man, you working out your own salvation with your how about Shem Yahushai. All right, the scriptures say receive with meekness. And James, the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So you got this thing, and that why you think the Most High is bringing us through the fire, man. All right, when that fire get put on your ass, you get meek, man. When your ass end up in in a hospital, all right, or you end up in an accident or some kind of judgment happen that may only happen between you and the Most High know about it, but you sit there and start crying to the Most High. All right, so don't put on that. You coming into this knowledge, you coming in there acting like you like I got a saying, your age in the truth should match your speech, or your speech should match your age in the truth. If you only been in the truth, awoken to the truth for 3 or 4 years, you shouldn't be talking like you've been in the truth for 30 years, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you're doing too much and you're not checking yourself, man. All right? It's not wrong because all of us, the growing pains or whatever, overly anxious and everything, zealot, right? But it got to be a balance, man. You got to temper it, man. The scriptures speak about temperance, man. All right? So it says, verse 18, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So if the Lord's bringing you up on levels and stuff, and then you start becoming a camp head or a camp leader, that's all beautiful because somebody got to be it. But that ain't, a lot of time brothers be wanting positions that they have no idea what they asking for, man. Being the head is a lot. It's a lot more than what you think, And a lot of you brothers that's running camps, head brothers, second in commands or whatever, it's a lot that go into it. There's a lot of behind the scene things that get overlooked, okay? A lot of conversations got to be had behind the scene amongst brothers, just to get brothers in shape. Curse out sometimes, you got to set up a curriculum classes, so a bunch of things, man. You set up a tithing system, make sure brothers got work, and as the head, you're supposed to oversee all that. The brothers that's slacking and so forth and so on. So it's a lot. You understand? But it said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. That's the key thing. Many are in high places and renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Remember, the Most High is dealing with the meek and humble brother, man. And that's the examples that from the apostles and the rest of us elders on down, that's the example that we put to y'all brothers, man. Not on no soft or no sucker shit, but the scriptures say, humble yourself. You gotta humble yourself, man. It says, for the power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is great, and he is honored of the lowly. You see? And when you read about the men of the Lord, and like King David, even though as great as a man he is, he's the number one man he's the father of the Lord, man. Right? He was the Most High. He said that he's a man after his own heart. But he was humble. He was lowly. He was lowly, man. He had mercy when, and he was just lowly. He didn't look at himself. When you read the Psalms, you could tell. He was praying the Most High have mercy on him, even though the Lord did great, wonderful things through him and used him and set him in position. He still was humble and begging the Lord not to take his spirit from him, his Holy Spirit. You see, and that's, you start learning that, man, It says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Yeah. Worrying about going all deep in the reincarnation, how is a Levite gonna come back as a Judite? Or how is a Judite? How is who would Joshua be? Where's Caleb at? And where's, Joab? And I mean, certain things we know, but the scriptures say, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. If the Spirit's working with you, the scriptures tell you about reincarnation. The Lord told you John the Baptist was Elijah. But like sometimes brothers be seeking too deep, man. The scriptures tell you the Spirit meditates on these things, but you got to know when I wonder exactly where's the Most High shape or what, all like stuff that ain't edifying and that's above your pay grade, man. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. You see? But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, okay? Yeah, the doctrine, the teaching the work, praying in sincerity to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Think thereupon with reverence, all right, with fear, For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. So with the Most High, here it is, you trying to find out something that the Most High don't want you to know right now. You understand? And the scriptures tell you that we see through a glass darkly, right? Although the Lord's, making it clearer and clearer. But there's certain things that the Most High, like the day that Yahweh Shai is coming. We can't sit there and say when Yahweh Shai is going to be here February 3rd, 2020 at 8. Come on, man. That's something that's in secret. You see? And a lot of you brothers, again, do too much. You start, feeling yourself, man. And then it says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. You see? So you got a lot of guys that sitting there trying to go super duper spiritual and, trying to trace everything back and make things spiritual. You got to watch guys like that, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything is spiritual, but you got guys who break down every last single cartoon, every last single TV show, every last movie, every last, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things, it's not that serious, man. And a lot of things is not edifying. That's the key thing. So it says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. And with the knowledge that brothers have already, that's more than enough for you to go on, man. Like the spirit beyond Apostle Tar, you brothers been in the faith for about 6 months. You should have more than enough ammo to go out there and teach, man. When I first heard the word, before I even joined the camp, when I was up with the guy that brought me in, Gabaria, right? And he know it to be true or whatever, and the Lord know it to be true. Man, he broke down Revelation, the 1st chapter to me, Hosea, the 6th chapter to me, and I think Matthew's 24 and Genesis 25. Man, I was running with that, man. I was out there teaching, wherever I was at, breaking it down. As soon as I learned it, I was ready to run and tell that, so to speak, And then I got locked up, and I was in there, just couldn't wait to teach and searching scriptures out, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like within a week or two, a month or two of me just meeting the brother, just the Lord opening my eyes. So 6 months, yeah, you got a lot that you could go in just at 6 months. There's a lot of things, like the scriptures say, there are more things showed unto thee than men understand. Because you got a lot of cats that don't understand the Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles. That's a big issue. The scriptures don't get played out or worn out. Like a lot of people, they get mad if we speak about Cornelius. Oh, y'all still speaking about that? You goddamn right, man. The word of the Lord regenerates, man. It never gets played out, man. Scriptures tell you the word of the Lord abide forever. All right, verse 24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. And that's how brothers be going off, because why? Instead of sticking to the script, following the spirit of the Lord, and continuing the things that they learn, then they start questioning things. And most times it happens when judgment comes out against a lot of these individuals who end up, getting shipwrecked in the faith, start teaching other bugged out stuff, trying to tear down the doctrine and trying to demonize the men of the Lord. That's normally what happens with them, man. Because why? They follow their own opinion and they be butthurt because, they got cut. Which, look, man, we all get cut, man. It's about getting cut and admonished, man. That's what this thing is. The scriptures tell you. Reproofs are the way of life, man. You gotta love to be corrected if you're getting wrong, if you're doing wrong, or if you're going off. And you gotta remember, we came from this world, man. So of course, there's a lot of shit that we were doing that's wrong and still might be doing that you gotta get reproved on and pray to the Father to take whatever, demon that's on you got you doing whatever you might be doing. You see? And obviously the men who got the more experience, they are going to see more things, man. They are going to be at the helm pointing out this and that with whatever's going off. That's their job. All right? You see? When you go to a job, when you got, when the owner sets up different foremen, right, and supervisors, they don't come to the workers that get on them because production ain't right or whatever. They're going to go to them supervisors, man, and chew them out. You see? Same thing with the elders, man, or the apostles and the elders, you know what I'm saying? Elder brothers that been in the faith, man. Because the scriptures tell you in Hebrews the 13th chapter about that, man. They got to give an account, you see? Because why? They've been put in a position through the experience that they got to be able to make sure things are put in the right place, man. Make sure you're doing the right thing or to stop you from going off by correction, all right? But anyway, it says, 25, without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not. Yeah, don't be making shit up, man. You know? It said a stubborn heart shall fear evil at the last. Yeah, and even though some guys, they, which the Lord said the deceived and the deceiver are his, so they don't even know that they being lined up, but that's that stubborn spirit, man. Now, I heard what the elder say or whatever, but I'm going to go to another elder and get, because you trying to get the answer that you want to hear, And I remember that. I remember this the same dude that taught me throughout the years at one time, Gabar, he did it. It was a situation he did, and I got, I keep it real. I got caught up in it because I was being simple. The scripture speak about feet swift to run the mischief. So, I was younger or whatever, always looking to get into some scrap or whatever the fuck. And I was wrong. He was wrong, and I was wrong. We both was wrong, And the spirit showed it to me, and I knew that, but he just wouldn't take it. So when he went and explained the situation in Apostle Gabar, this is going back when King Mashai was here, when we was by the hospital. I'm just going back a little bit, and he explained that Apostle Gabar gave him the right answer. He said, "Hey, well, brother, you went off. You being carnal or whatever," and it should have stopped right there, but that wasn't good enough for him. You know what this dude did? He waited till he pulled Apostle Tahar to the side. After Apostle Gabar gave him the right counsel and information, he pulled Apostle Tahar to the side. You know what? And then the Lord put the spirit apostle and said, "Hey, brother, well, the Most High ain't gonna be with a nigga in the world," right? So he felt satisfied because, and Apostle Tahar didn't really fully know the situation. He was thinking about King Mashai and everything, but this is how dudes do. They want to wrestle a judgment in their favor. And I sat back and watched it. I was like, damn, man, I ain't no character, man. I said, nah, Gabar, the spirit was on Gabar, but because, he didn't respect the brother, the apostle, he tried to go up higher. And that's what Jakes do, man. Jake can sit there and get on the phone. And that's that brown nosing and man pleasing. You brothers got to snap out of that, man. All right, of course you're supposed to give honors or whatever, but look, like Apostle Tahar says, we ain't no goddamn superstars, man. We ain't shit. We hoping that the Lord have mercy on us, man. All right? But now, yeah, you are supposed to give reverence or have some type of decor about yourself, but a lot of cats is just doing shit to be seen and everything. Man, that's off, man. And you brothers got to stop doing that stuff, man. If the spirit get on a brother that give you the judgment, even if you don't like it, don't sit there, nah, I'm going to, somebody, like if you hear this, you casting a lot. The scriptures tell you to cast a lot, right? When you got an issue, the casting of the lot causes contention to cease. That's what the scriptures say. So here it is, the lot don't fall in your favor. So you're going to sit there and say, you know what? Nah, I don't like that, man. I'm going to cast, we got to do it again. Come on, man. You ain't, now you ain't being honest, man. You being stubborn, man. You see? So it said, a stubborn heart shall fear evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. That's why the scriptures speak about the carnal man, because you can't always be putting, you got some guys that used to love to just put brothers in danger and everything, man, and love that. I don't care. I'll go to jail, I'll get locked up. And the scriptures tell you don't go with a bold fellow. You see? It said an obstinate heart should be laden with sorrows. Yeah, a stubborn kid, man. A lot of these guys that go off are nothing but a bunch of babies, man, left to themselves, man, spoiled brats, And it said they're going to be laden with what? Sorrows. And the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin, because they ain't going to humble themselves. They're going to keep going off more and more. Then they start attacking the doctrine. Sometimes they say the Most High don't exist. Some of them hang out for a while and try to keep doing whatever they doing. And some go get a matrini and just be all in with this world's bullshit, man. It said, in the punishment of the proud, there's no remedy. All right. For the plan of wickedness have taken root. Now I want to hit a couple more scriptures before I wrap it up. This is in the book of Matthew, chapter 18. It says, at the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? You see, and just to show you that the disciples were men. All right. And you're going to have that amongst us. So it's not a thing of, if a brother's sitting there, talk about, man, I'm over you. That's the flesh, man. It's gonna happen, but you brothers got to be corrected and stop worrying about that, man. Because the disciples did it, and Yahweh Shai told them this. And Yahweh Shai called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, right, and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. So he broke it down to it. It ain't all about being the top guy and, I want to be the number one. I want to be your number one, your number two, I need you to be my, I need you to be my gabbar. That's like an inside joke. But it ain't about trying to, buck for position. Yeah, I got my third in command over there. I got my fourth in command. Yeah, my 17th in command is taking care of. Like, come on, man. What do you brothers fucking think this is about, man? This ain't about, and we ain't put that spirit out there, man. You ain't see us sit up there and, hey, brother, you know that I'm over you, just so you know. Come on, man. That's corny. That's cornball shit, man. But it says, this is what the Lord said, man. And it said, and whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. So that's why you can't shit on a young brother neither. You got a little rank or whatever you in position. You got to be mindful, And the scriptures say, fathers, provoke not thy children to wrath. If I'm quoting it right. All right, so now I'm going to go to another scripture real quick in Luke, dealing with the same situation. All right, this is Luke 22. Right, it says, and they begin to inquire themselves which of them it was that should do this thing, because when Yahushua spoke about them, about Judas, matter of fact, I'll just read the verse up above it. Salaki, brothers. It says, likewise also the cup after supper, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. Yeah, that's that last glass of wine. You're young, Yahushua drunk with the disciples, which is shed for you. But behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table. That's a cold cut. They're like the record stopped, or scratch, so to speak. And truly the Son of Man goeth as it was determined. But woe unto that man by whom he is betrayed. And again, that's why I said, as far as a spy, man, I ain't gonna go spy crazy. I mean, of course, I'm gonna be circumspect through the spirit, and sometimes with a spy, you ain't gotta let a spy know that he's a spy. He knows he's a goddamn spy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a waste of time, because everything we do, we do it on the YouTube. We publish it. We not doing nothing wicked or whatever. They're gonna have to make up shit, and lie and say that. They're gonna have to scandalize us, man, to try to really demonize us, man. The only thing they can say is we don't like what they say. That's really what they could say, right? It says, and they began to inquire among themselves which of them it was that should do this thing. So, it was talk. It stirred up talk, because, somebody said, look, one of y'all, out of all y'all brothers in here, one of y'all is a spy. Everybody gonna be sitting there getting all nervous and shit, And they said there was also a strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. Because remember, we read that earlier, right? So when it said it was a strife, that shows you that the men of the Lord, they went at it with each other, okay? They went at it with each other, and that happens. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta go back to what the scriptures say, what Yahweh Shai said. All right? It said, and he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles, these is talking about the actual other nations right here, exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. Okay? So that's the, now, matter of fact, I looked that word up before. Let me look up the benefactors real quick. Okay, a title of honor conferred as such as had done their country service, and upon princes equivalent to soldier. Yeah, pay the patriarch, father. All right, so yeah. So pretty much that's with a lot of brothers, well, that's what they teach you in this world. When you join the army, you got to, go up the lines. You want to make it to general, sergeant, I forget which one is over, but then your pay grade goes up. You get paid more. You get more benefits. You get to boss around the cadets and the new recruits and everything. See, the Lord said that's what these other nations, these heathens do that, man. It says, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. Okay, like you got guys that got all kind of titles, 5 shield generals or whatever. Verse 26, but ye should not be so. He said, that ain't going to be amongst us, man. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger. And he that is chief, as he that doth service. So if you, here it is, you thinking that you all on this level or whatever, you're supposed to be a servant. You're supposed to make sure that you're serving the younger brothers, man. You got guys that just want to be catered to and pampered. Yeah, I'm old. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that was happening back in the original school, man. When you hear the stories from the apostles and stuff. And I've seen some of the stuff going on back then. You see? But Yahushua said, that's not how it's going to be amongst us. All right, 26. But ye shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that doth serve. For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? If not, he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. And we all know Yahushua is the greatest, but he's breaking it down. He said, but look, I'm sitting up here serving you. He even washed their feet and everything. You see? So he's showing like how the level you're supposed to have. And basically, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's how we are, man. All right, for the most part, from the apostles and elders on down, we just flow together through the spirit, man. And when certain things got to be laid down, order got to be laid down, order's just laid down. You see? But it ain't no thing of, well, I'm over you, or I'm the third in command, I'm the 19th in command. Nah, man, that's weak, man. All right? It says, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. And that's heavy, man. And that's why you're supposed to continue it to the end. All right? And I appoint unto you a kingdom as my Father hath appointed unto me. We all gonna be kings, man. I mean, we mess around or whatever, say peace, king, shalom, malak, shalom, king. But we are kings, Yasha Allah. And we got a kingdom that's coming to us, man. So the thing is that we got to make sure that we deal right with each other, man. All right, no sideways shit, no sneaky shit, backbiting or talking to brothers, all that little chatty patty shit, as they say. You got to eliminate that, man. All that, bucking for power just so you can say that you over a brother, and you got to eliminate it. You got to examine yourself. You got to keep it real with yourself. If you've been doing that to brothers, just stop doing it. It's that simple. But anyway, with that, Lord willing, to the next video, hope brothers was edified. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm going to say shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.